Pava, and Cyclos is 8 lengths off the lead. Make their way to the far turn. Hope Road on the outside. Holiday still on the rail. Ricci nudged along to keep up with them. A length and a half to Splendoro is just in behind the leaders with 3 furlongs to go. Then Praying Papa and Cyclos on the outside. 44.6 for the half, and Hope Road has taken the lead on the far turn. Splendora has circled up on the outside. Then Ricci. Holiday down toward the rail. Papa begins her run, but she's got 4 lengths to make up as Splendora has taken the lead under block in front with 1 furlong to run. Further back, and BG Bullet is up into 4th now, 4 lengths off the finish. She's So Spicy, who's by herself at the top of the stretch. She's So Spicy, coming down to the 8th Bullet, 3-length lead. Invincible Papa Governor Sam next. She's under coming late, trying to run the far outside. Bullet, but there's no catching. She's So Spicy. She's so speedy in that stretch. She won it by 4 lengths on the wire. And then it was BG Bullet second, followed by Cottom and Reef Runner. North Vader. 1 left below, that's Regale. Regale coming up to the outside stall. Will complete the field. Stepping forward and in. Rolling line. Breaking for the gate. There's Chin Chin. Over anxious back up in front of the gate. Close that. Reacted as well. Chin Chin has been back down to the gate. Take a look here. The veterinarian behind the gate. Gets the okay to come back. Line. For the start. They're off. In the distaff. Seismic Beauty took a bit of a bobble there shortly after the start. It is a wide open battle for the lead, which is going to go to Nitrogen on the inside. Now, there goes Scylla. Scylla grabs the front, and Chin Chin goes with her. And Seismic Beauty, who just took that small bobble, is moving up on their outside and is caught 3 wide into the turn. Nitrogen is 4th. And then on the far outside, it's Dry Powder running in 5th position. In between horses, Clico is 6th. Break up another length and a half to North Vader, who races on the outside of Gun Song and a ground-saving Elise Verite as they head to the backstretch. Majestic Oops is next by 3, then Regale and Saddleback Rim. Pace is very fast here, 22.27 seconds for Scylla, who heads up the backstretch a half length in front. Chin Chin is 2nd, Seismic Beauty is 3rd, Nitrogen is strong 4th right behind them, a length and 3/4 off the lead. There's Dry Powder on the outside of Clico. 45.75 was the half mile. Gun Song is 5 lengths off the lead, well down toward the rail. North Vader, Elise Verite, and Majestic Oops are next, and then Regale and Saddleback Rim. But here comes Nitrogen on the outside of Scylla. And with 3 furlongs to go, Scylla responds. Scylla responds. She opens up a length. Nitrogen is now a length and a half behind. And then it's a 2.5 length gap to Clico. The others have been left behind. Coming to the top of the stretch, and Scylla turns for home in front. She's got a 2-length lead to the final furlong. Nitrogen is 2nd, Clico is 3rd, Regale is moving up at the far outside, but Scylla's running away with her 2-year-old Bravado. Scylla by 4, Scylla by 5, Scylla so
Well, if you stand up, then you can see over me. I will sit. I will be nice. Stop ruining my Breeders' Cup. I'm doing it fine on my own.
And it's Rashamar who goes up to the early lead. Salawi goes right with him. These two off to the front together. Big Hawk is close. Now redistricting comes through with Rebels, Romance, and Goliath to the inside. Then Hawkeye takes back behind them, and Amalak is down for the rail. He back to Rebel Red, Photo Base, 24th. Then Hill Grove to the inside at Nickel Diamond. And Gold Phoenix is last of them all. And he's 15 lengths off of front-running Salawi. 23.22 for the first quarter. So going a mile and a half, that's moving right along here. Salawi up top, leader by 2.5. Rashamar the closest pursuer in second. Two-time third winner, Rebels Romance. Right in third on the inside. Running off Goliath. It's in fourth. He pushes redistricting. Off his outside. And Avalon down for the rail. After that, Wimbledon's Hawkeye. And one lap to go. Up ready to the outside of Wimbledon's Hawkeye. Photo Base is next. It's Blitz forward. Back to Hill Road. Just ahead of Ethical Diamond in 24th. Phoenix fighting this time for 47, 45, 3.5 miles. Into the turn they go. Salawi all the way so far. The leader by a length and a half over Goliath. Rebels Romance is third to the inside. Big Hawk outside in fourth.
He's getting a nice trip.
Avalon is sixth toward the inside. 6 lengths off the lead just ahead of Rebel Red redistricting and El Porto Base. A length and a half back to Wimbledon Hawkeye and then Hill Road at the Diamond 24th. The trailer Gold Phoenix. 111.99 for 3 quarters. As Salawi heads up the backstretch in the Breeders' Cup turn. The leader by a length and a half over Goliath. Big Hawk and Rebels Romance is Cup Classic. Ayesa was off to a slow beginning. Fierceness goes out to the early lead and runs straight today and straight to the front. Contrary Thinking now hooks up alongside of him, and Contrary Thinking will take the lead. Hurry on the boat. He's right there on the outside, and Fierceness is down toward the rail. Then comes Mind Frame and Antiquarian. Journalism is guided inside by Jose Ortiz. Nevada Beach is along the rail. Ayesa is second last, leading only last year's winner Sierra Leone past the opening quarter mile in 23.04 seconds. Contrary Thinking out there doing his job. He's in front by 2 lengths. Ever Young on the
I don't know, they're riding to win today.
Second and third. Straight to Nevada Beach down towards the rail. Mind Frame on the far outside. Journalism between those two. Four from the front. Antiquarian that's leading back to Sierra Leone and Ayesa. 45, 9-7. Half mile with 5 furlongs to run. Contrary Thinking leads the field of the Breeders' Cup Classic in front by a half a length. With Ever Young right alongside. Mind Frame just to the outside of them. It's a 3 in the line. Pearson just in behind with Journalism who's outside. Then Nevada Beach. Ayesa, Sierra Leone between them and Antiquarian is the trailer. Around the far turn. Forever Young. Mind Frame and now Journalism confronts them. And Ayesa and behind him. Sierra Leone is right in contention too. As they make their way to the top of the stretch. And they're in the stretch. Into the gate. All in line, and we're ready to start. They're off to the Breeders' Cup Mile. Lion and Winter goes out to the early lead. 1 strike on the inside. The far outside, Cherokee sends along. Johannes is close as well. Then Rhetorical, Formidable Man, and Golden Speech on the inside. Salon in behind them. Then it's John Wolf. Program Training is down toward the rail, about 8 lengths off the lead early on. Then comes Archie and Granary and Gatsby up as the trailer. 1 strike. Takes early charge here. Leads at 3/4 of a length. Iraq to the outside is second to Lion and Winter third, 22.59 the first quarter. Rhetorical and around Ortiz are fourth on the outside and 3.5 lengths off the lead. Berto's lead has Johannes right in behind that group, racing 4 from the front. And comes William Gilligan on down toward the rail. Purple Man is next. Behind that group, Salon, John Quill, Program Training on the inside, and Gatsby up for G, and Grand Oriente. 46.76 the half for 1 strike. A 50-to-1 long shot who leads the field around the far turn. Rhetorical ranges up onside in hand, and now they're side by side on the far turn. Formidable Man tries to get going. The Lion and Winter behind them. Johannes picks up meanwhile Notable Speech is down through the rail. Running out of the easy out now. But then Rhetorical on the first run. To win the Breeders' Cup Mile. And now Formidable Man, the Lion and Winter, and Salon.
Shane. You know I was never touching. get in that truck now?
No, he just got out of
I know, but is he going to get in his other truck? No. No, he can make it. He can make it. He keeps looking like, can I make it? Can I make it? Better move fast. You're going to get run over. I read Ortiz. Run over. Thought he was faster than a racehorse.
He jumped into the winner's circle.
No, I saw it. He just kept looking back like, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? No, don't worry. We got a South American who's being silly.
Destiny goes in. They're off in the Breeders' Cup dirt line. And Citizen Bowl sent in lead. Nisos goes for them. Bull Serrano is close. And Touch of Destiny on the outside, racing for the turn. Goal-oriented sits back, runs along in fifth position, and moving right along early on. Then it's Tuckerumba, Will take it in Chancer McPatrick. So it will be Citizen Bowl and Juan Hernandez to lead the way in the Breeders' Cup dirt mile. Defending champion Bull Serrano right behind. Uruguayan Touch of Destiny alongside of him. Length and a half back. In comes Goal-oriented outside of the favorite Nisos. They're 4 ahead of Will take it in Tuckerumba. Chancer McPatrick trails. The pace is supersonic here. 21.74 seconds up the backstretch. Citizen Bull up top on the inside and a half. Bull Serrano in second. Touch of Destiny starts to give way now. Passed by Nisos on the inside. Goal-oriented on the outside. And Will take it in Tuckerumba. Chancer McPatrick trails. 144.96 half line. Around the hard turn. Citizen Bull on top back two. Will stimulate Nisos starting to cut into the gap of second. These two turn for home 3 lengths clear of stimulate Goal-oriented. Off after 1, 2, 3 here. Then Bull Serrano and Tuckerumba. Chancer McPatrick.
A guy told me he was going to go to the baseball game, and they were $900 seats for the baseball game the other night.
After that, See the Fire, Bedtime Story, second last in Lakika is the trailer. And Beat Your Best, Brad Ortiz, you're running 24.26 quarter. Leading the way early on here, third by 2.5 lengths, Village Voice, and She Feels Pretty, and Zipart second and third by 4. Angel is in fourth, Mission of Joy, then on the inside, then Jazora, followed by the two Godolphin runners who are right together. Diamond Break inside of Cinderella's Creek. They're 9 lengths off the lead, moving into the turn. And bedtime story racing on the inside is number 5. Alexa is next. After that, Speed of Fire and Makika. 47.43 the half mile. On the back stretch they go. Be Your Best. On top by 2. She is working on the outside, is second by a head over Village Voice down toward the red. 4-lane gap, back to Cathedral. After that comes Tresora and Vision of Joy. Then still together are Diamond Rain and Cinderella's Dream. They're still 9 lengths from the front. Bedtime story to the inside. Make the way into the far turn now. Be Your Best. On top with She Feels Pretty, 3/4 lengths behind. Village Voice, Cathedral next, then Tresora. Vision of Joy to the outside. Diamond Rain and Cinderella's Dream being asked for her run. She's 3 wide, she's got 5 lengths to gain. In the meanwhile, She Feels Pretty has taken the lead at the top of the stretch. And